type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I miss Slim Shady.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the New York Giants. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And right away, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Lawletta now on second. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap to Lawletta. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On second down, here's Miller. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. B.J. Goodson coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On second down, here's Watson. He's going to launch this thing. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
On second down, here's Lauletta. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Leopard! Over!
Now Lauletta on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On second down, they run with Stewart. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Gone! Leopard!
Lauletta looking for a first down throw. He hits Stewart in the flat. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Leopard! No. Check. Patriot!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Gallman will run it. He's to the 10. And he's brought down after a good gain. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Gallman. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Leopard!
He'll get it up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Jonathan Stewart, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are in for 6. And he's got it up and through. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talking about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They run again with Foreman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to the end zone real fast.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Back 22! Back 22! Richmond!
Again, it's Miller. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Down! Black 22! Black 99! Black 22!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Watson on 3rd down. Setting up the screen for Miller. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a 3rd down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
Again, it's Foreman. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. They'll go with Foreman. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Giants. As his guys are in for 6, and the Giants are in for 6.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 17-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out comes Houston. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. On first down, it's Watson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Ben Heaney not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it. Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Watson steps away to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage. I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Miller with first down and more. And down to the 27-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They keep it with Miller on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one through. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings. And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing.
Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
Over. All right, here we go.
On 1st down, Lauletta. That is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Down. Blue 80. Blue 80.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run with Foreman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
A carry for Foreman. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Loletta. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. This is 3rd and long. Here's Loletta. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Whitney merciless. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Ellington now to return it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. It's caught. It's Miller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Back now here on EA Sports. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
On 3rd down, Miller. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Down.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ben Heaney in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Play fake here on 1st down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and what that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's a give to Miller. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson rolling to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Lauletta, he'll look to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Down! Green, the line!
throwing now. Watson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold them up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Brandon Copeland leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Aaron Colvin there to make the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Lauletta to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Christian Covington in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Houston, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, the rest. Hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rafe in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from feeling all kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top.